Hey everybody, I'm Ashley, and I'm here to help everyone understand astrology and their beliefs portrayed in life. Um, Now, especially natal charts, they're a great predictive tool used to learn about oneself. Now, in my experience, people are always searching for more in life, to learn more, just to know more. Even dating back from one source, Owen Jarvis, January 2012. Um, Drawings have been found from over a millennium, 2,000 years ago, of the zodiacs and these teachings. Even goes back 2,400 years ago, Babylonian times. And as time goes on, these teachings are passed through the continents and the interpretations to the understandings we have today. People are complex, like natal charts. Um, like puzzle pieces you have to put together, and often contradictions. What we think and feel one day is different from the next. Now, this is where natal charts come in as a good understanding. Looking at a natal chart could be hard to understand. They're very complex. One source, Arondis, May 2017, before technology, natal charts were used by with protractors, compasses, and rulers to draw very detailed geometric configurations. Now with technology, it's so much simpler. It will literally draw it up for you, and then it's just up to you to research the interpretations and all these meanings. It's a lot. It really is, and it's a big study. Um, the most common chart style resembles a wheel. According to one source, Arondis, May 2017, um, it's a wheel because it's meant to represent an eclipse. It's ecliptic. Like as the sun and the earth rotate, you visualize. Now, as each of the planets and the houses pass through, there's different meanings and interpretations to gain from that. One source, Eliza Ferriger, October 6, 2018, has a simple breakdown of what the houses mean. For instance, the first house represents the actual body. The second house, finances, concept of value. The third house represents communication, how you communicate. Fourth house represents home and family. Fifth house, romance and creativity. Sixth house represents your health. Seventh house represents your partnerships and contracts in life. Eighth house is like the taboo house. It's like the house of sex, death, transformation. The ninth house represents the house of travel, philosophy, higher education. Your 10th house represents career, public image. Humanitarian represents where you're most happy, providing for others and doing work. And the 12th house represents the unconscious and karmic, energy. Now, when these planets pass, it's easy to represent the meaning and interpretation, as planets is what is happening, and the houses are where in life it's happening. Because not only do the houses have meaning, the planets do too. For instance, from Monk, June 16, 2018, the sun represents the ego and inner self. Moon represents emotions. Mercury is mind and intellect. Venus, the planet of love. Mars is your driving force, what pushes you, what motivates you. Jupiter, talents, abilities, expansions in life. Saturn, responsibilities and life lessons. Uranus, planet of awareness. Neptune, insight and intuition. And Pluto, where you transform in life. And it's a very detailed study. If you're familiar with your sun sign, you have a general idea of the characteristics of that zodiac sign. But not only is there that, there's also the elements. These zodiac signs represent fire, wind, earth, and air, and that also plays a part. One source from planetary aspects also describes when the planets meet, they form aspects between each other, and depending on the degree of meeting, often represents the conflict level. Like if they meet at a square, it's going to be more of a challenging time. If they meet at a sextile, the energies just flow and it's more of an easier time to deal with. Astrology is an intense study. Myself, I've studied on and off for 7 years, and it's just constantly learning. Daryl Gunsberg, he printed out a study. He interviewed several astrologers, and I really related to one of when reviewing. He said when reviewing these astrologers, there was this aha moment because a lot of astrologers did prep and everything before, but then it's just all of a sudden it's hard to explain. It's like a moment happens, and it's like wow, it's there's a connection where everything just flows. It's a clarifying moment. There's a lot of info out there on the subject, and I know it's easy to just dismiss just because it's the mere concept of astrology. But however, once you dig deeper and start to learn more, it creates a whole new meaning. It's a very fascinating study. People are multifaceted and always changing. But natal charts really break down major life events, and they're just a captivated learning tool to know more about oneself. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you.